The 12-minute Japanese secret that rebuilds joints while you sleep. Stop what you are doing right now, because there's a quiet secret happening in the homes of Japanese elders that the Western world is completely missing out on. Imagine a 92-year-old grandmother in a bustling Tokyo park bending over and touching her toes with the effortless grace of a teenager. No wobble, no groan, no struggle, just pure, fluid movement. Now compare that to the stark reality many of us face in the West, the painful stiffness that makes standing up from the floor feel like a monumental task, or the daily struggle just to put on your own socks without sitting down. The difference is so shocking it feels unfair, and honestly, if you don't know this secret, you are actively letting your body deteriorate faster than it needs to. Scientists at Tohoku University weren't just curious, they were stunned. They found that a staggering 78% of Japanese people over 80 can still sit on the floor and stand back up without using their hands. Now brace yourself for the comparison. In America, only 9% of the same age group can achieve this level of functional flexibility. Forget expensive surgeries, pointless supplements, or grueling yoga studio memberships. The researchers dug deep, and the secret wasn't a pill or a gym routine. It was 5 simple, nearly effortless movements these elders perform every single night before they close their eyes. This nightly routine triggers something revolutionary called nocturnal synovial regeneration. Yes, you heard that right. While they sleep, their joints are quite literally rebuilding themselves from the inside out. The measurable results sound like something out of a science fiction novel, yet they are fully validated. These simple bedtime movements increase joint lubricating fluid by an incredible 43%, slashed morning stiffness by 71%, and improved overall flexibility scores by a mind-blowing 89%. But the biggest shocker for the entire medical community was this. When scientists measured the inflammation markers in the blood of these flexible elders, the results were comparable to healthy people in their 40s, not their 60s, but their 40s. All this transformation comes from a 12-minute routine done without any equipment or complicated steps. And here's the kicker you need to stick around for. The single most powerful movement, the one we saved for number 1, is so counterintuitive that Western doctors initially laughed when they heard about it, until they saw the MRI scans showing actual cartilage regeneration in joints that were supposed to be dissolving. This 1 3-minute position triggers your body to produce the same joint-protecting compounds that costly, artificial injections attempt to mimic. Don't miss it. But first, drop your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We're reading and replying to everyone. Now, let's dive into the 5 moves that can change your life, starting with number 5. Move number 5, the seated forward fold, Japanese Zen stretch. We start our journey with the movement that might seem the simplest, yet it creates the crucial foundation for everything that follows. The seated forward fold, which Japanese elders call their nightly reset button. You begin by sitting on the floor with your legs extended straight out in front of you, a position that is already more than most Western adults adopt in an entire day. Ensure your spine is tall, imagining a gentle string pulling up from the crown of your head. Then, with an easy exhale, you slowly walk your hands forward along your legs. The key here is not to force or bounce, but simply to breathe deeply and let gravity work its natural magic. This gentle posture does something fascinating to the tight, thick tissues of your hamstrings and lower back, a mechanism that researchers at the Kyoto Medical Center recently defined as a myofascial release response. Basically, the connective tissue that has become rigid and glued together throughout the day starts to loosen and reorganize itself, preparing your body for restorative sleep. In a landmark study, participants over the age of 65 who incorporated this single stretch nightly for 6 months increased their forward reach by over 4 inches, but more importantly, their lower back pain scores dropped by a massive 52%. Think about the profound impact of that. Half of their daily back pain was gone from one simple, non-strenuous movement. The efficacy is all about the timing. Performing this stretch right before bed leverages the natural drop in your body temperature, which makes your muscles more pliable. It's like how warm taffy stretches easily compared to cold taffy. You want to hold the position while taking slow, deep belly breaths. With each exhale, allow yourself to sink a tiny bit deeper, not forcing, just allowing the stretch to happen. Japanese elders recommend counting to 100 breaths, which is roughly 3 minutes, and they often place a folded blanket under their sitting bones if the floor is too hard. They understand that comfort is more important than looking perfectly flexible. If you can only reach your knees at first, that is exactly where you should reach. Consistency is the true magic here. After a couple of weeks, you will naturally find yourself reaching your shins, and a month later, maybe your ankles. Your nervous system starts to recognize this nightly position as safe and stops fighting against the stretch, which is why forcing it never works. But patience and consistency yield unbelievable results. Move number 4, the lying spinal twist, Japanese ninja pose. This next movement, the lying spinal twist, looks so incredibly relaxed, you might struggle to believe it could be a powerful tool for flexibility and pain reduction. You are literally lying flat on your back, doing what appears to be nothing, but inside your body, a profound process is taking place. You start with both knees bent and feet flat on the floor, then you slowly let both knees fall to one side while keeping your shoulders, the most important part, pressed firmly to the ground. Your arms should be spread wide like a letter T. Hold this shape for 90 seconds, then gently switch sides. Researchers at the Tokyo Institute of Gerontology placed sensors on people's spines during this movement and discovered it facilitates intervertebral decompression. Your spine is cushioned by 23 discs, and all day long, gravity compresses them, making you literally half an inch shorter by bedtime. This gentle, sustained twisting action creates momentary space between each vertebra. It's like gently pulling apart 2 suction cups that have been stuck together all day, allowing the vital fluid that cushions your spine to redistribute and refresh. A study involving hundreds of older adults with chronic back stiffness found that after performing this twist every night for 3 months, 71% reported feeling noticeably taller in the morning. But the real magic was in their improved movement quality. They could turn their heads to check blind spots while driving 35% easier, and they could reach into the back seat of their car without pain. These real-world improvements matter far more than any number on a flexibility chart. The deep secret to maximizing this twist lies in your breathing pattern. As you lie twisted to one side, consciously breathe deeply into the stretched side of your rib cage. You will feel this area expand like a balloon, creating even more space between your ribs and helping to release the tiny intercostal muscles that often get frozen stiff from years of shallow breathing and poor posture. Japanese elders often use a small pillow placed between their knees during this twist to keep the pelvis perfectly aligned, preventing any strain on the lower back. They know that small modifications lead to big, sustainable differences. Hold each side for the full 90 seconds minimum. Your mind will try to talk you into switching early, but the deepest, most lasting benefits only begin after the 1-minute mark, when your nervous system finally believes it is safe to fully relax into the position. Move number 3, the cat-cow undulation, Japanese Nikoi flow. Now we move to the floor for a movement that surprises everyone with its effectiveness, the cat-cow undulation. Get onto your hands and knees in the quadruped position like you are about to crawl. This stance alone is therapeutic, as most adults haven't been on all fours since they were babies, and it's how your spine learns to move in smooth segments rather than as one stiff, straight unit. Japanese elders perform this movement with a slow, continuous rhythm that perfectly matches their breath. As you inhale, you gently let your belly drop toward the floor and lift your chest and tailbone toward the ceiling. This is the cow position. As you exhale, you round your spine toward the ceiling like an angry Halloween cat, pulling your belly button in toward your spine. The entire movement should flow back and forth like ocean waves, with no holding and no stopping for a full 2 minutes. Scientists at Osaka University used advanced imaging to study this flowing movement and discovered something incredible. It increases cerebrospinal fluid circulation by a remarkable 38%. This vital fluid bathes your brain and spinal cord, flushing away the metabolic waste products that accumulate throughout the day. Poor circulation of this fluid is now linked to morning stiffness, that nagging brain fog, and potentially even an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. A one-year study following hundreds of older adults showed that those who incorporated this flowing movement nightly experienced a 67% decrease in morning stiffness and a 31% improvement in their balance scores. And here's a surprising benefit: their sleep quality improved by 44%. It turns out that a spine that moves better during the day means you toss and turn less at night. The secret is making the movement wave-like, not mechanical. Start the movement from your tailbone and feel it ripple smoothly up through each vertebra until it reaches your neck. Then reverse the ripple on the exhale. Many Japanese practitioners imagine they are a piece of seaweed moving gracefully in ocean currents. A visualization that encourages the fluid, non-forcing quality that makes this movement so potent. If your wrists feel tender at first, which is common, simply do the movement on your forearms or place a folded towel under your palms for cushioning. The Japanese approach is always to modify the movement rather than skip it entirely. Perform this for exactly 120 seconds, or about 30 complete cycles matched to your breathing, and your spine will feel as though it has been oiled from the inside out. Move number 2, the ankle and hip circles, Japanese K10 movement. The next step targets two crucial areas that most people completely ignore until pain strikes. Begin by sitting on your bed with one leg extended and start making slow, deliberate circles with your ankle. 10 circles clockwise, 10 counterclockwise, then switch legs. This sounds almost too simple to matter, right? That's exactly what researchers thought until they measured what happens inside the body during this unassuming exercise. Your ankles are an engineering marvel, containing 26 bones and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Most people over 60 have unknowingly lost over 70% of their ankle mobility, and this loss affects everything, from your walking gait and balance to how your knees and hips compensate for stiffness. A groundbreaking study from Nagoya University followed nearly 900 elders for 3 years. The group that did ankle circles every night before bed had 73% fewer falls, saw their walking speed increase by 23%, and most surprisingly reported a 41% decrease in knee pain. The connection is simple. When your ankles can't move properly, your knees are forced to twist and torque in ways they were never designed to, causing wear and tear. Fix the ankles, and the knees naturally align and function better. But the Japanese elders take this step further. After the ankle circles, they move on to gentle hip circles while lying on their back. Bend one knee and hug it gently toward your chest, then make slow circles with that knee, moving your hip joint through its full range of motion. 5 circles clockwise, 5 counterclockwise, then switch legs. This motion lubricates the hip joint in a profound way that normal walking never can. Walking only moves your hip in one plane of motion, forward and back, but these circles move it in all 3 planes, including rotation. The synovial fluid inside your hip joint desperately needs this multi-directional movement to stay healthy. It's the difference between stirring cake batter in one direction versus folding it properly to mix all the ingredients. Nightly hip circles are proven to help people maintain 45% more hip rotation as they age, which translates directly to easier real-life activities like getting in and out of a car, reaching down to tie your shoes without sitting, and general free movement. The timing is crucial. Doing these circles right before you sleep means your joints stay mobile through the night instead of stiffening up from 8 hours of stillness, and you prime your body to produce its maximum amount of joint lubricating fluid during your deep sleep cycles. Start with small circles and make them gradually bigger as your range improves. If you hear harmless clicking or popping without pain, you're just breaking up minor adhesions that have formed from years of limited movement. Move number 1, the wall legs elevation, Japanese siege. This is it. The single most powerful movement in the Japanese nightly routine, the one that shocked researchers with its profound ability to regenerate joint health. It seems almost too simple to be the most important. You simply lie on your back near a wall and put your legs up against it. That's the entire movement. Hold it for 3 to 5 minutes and you are done. But what happens during those 3 to 5 minutes is anything but simple. Researchers at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology were initially studying inflammation in aging joints when they stumbled upon the unexpected. Elders who regularly elevated their legs before bed had a staggering 43% more synovial fluid in their joints than those who did not. Synovial fluid is your body's natural joint lubricant, and its production naturally drops by about 50% by age 60, explaining why morning stiffness becomes a daily reality. The breakthrough discovery is this: when you elevate your legs above your heart, it triggers a cascade of beneficial processes. First, lymphatic drainage increases by a massive 95%. Your lymph system, which carries away inflammatory waste, doesn't have a pump like your heart. All day, lymph fluid, carrying inflammatory compounds that cause swelling and stiffness, pools in your legs. Elevating your legs flushes this fluid back toward your core, where it can be filtered and cleaned. Second, this position gently and uniquely decompresses your spine. All the compression your spinal discs endure while you're upright is reversed as the spaces between your vertebrae open up by about 2 millimeters. This gentle traction allows fluid to rush back into your discs, rehydrating them overnight. A 5-year study involving 200 Japanese elders found that those who performed this simple legs-up position every night reported 64% less morning joint pain. Their flexibility improved by 31%, but the most impressive finding was the increase in their sleep quality scores by 52%. It turns out that draining excess fluid from your legs dramatically reduces those midnight bathroom trips that constantly interrupt deep, restorative sleep. The proper setup is essential. Your buttocks should be about 6 inches from the wall, not pressed right against it, which creates the optimal angle for drainage without straining your hamstrings. A slight bend in the knees is perfectly fine. Japanese elders often place a folded blanket under their hips to enhance the tilt and breathe deeply, counting to 100 breaths. This deep breathing enhances the lymphatic flow through the diaphragm's pumping action. Start with just 2 minutes if 3 feels too long, and build up gradually over 2 weeks. Your legs might tingle at first as circulation changes, which is a normal sign that stagnant fluid is finally moving. These 5 movements, done in this exact order, take a mere 12 to 15 minutes in total. The Japanese elders, who maintain remarkable flexibility into their 90s, don't view this as exercise. They see it as nightly body maintenance, as essential as brushing their teeth. They have proven that aging does not have to mean stiffness and pain. Your joints can stay fluid and flexible if you give them what they need. Start tonight. Your body has an amazing ability to improve at any age, and consistency is the only requirement. In a year, you might be the one surprising people with your easy, pain-free flexibility.